Hey team, Coach Lila here. I have a new workout for you today. We are gonna just do 5 exercises, but we are gonna go through it 3 times today instead of twice. So each exercise is still 45 seconds. We'll have a warm up and a cool down. Let's get started. So let's start with some jumping jacks. We always wanna get the blood flowing. Today, you don't really need any equipment, just some water, maybe a mat. You can, of course, add weights if you'd like. You can do a step out here, by the way, instead of jumping if you don't want to jump, or if that's not good for your body. So no equipment necessary, but you can add those weights in if you'd like. All right, let's take this into a cross climber, cross skier. And back into the jumping jack. Good. One more time with the skiers. And stop. So we're gonna do a couple of lunges. We don't have any lunges in the workout, so don't worry, you won't get too tired here. Just take it forward and stretch, and back, forward and stretch, and back. Really opening up those hips, letting the arms open as well. Good, a couple more here. Last one. All right, we're just gonna swing our arms and go up on our toes. So warming up the ankles, warming up the arms, the hips a little bit. You can let them swing forward here. Stretch out those hip flexors. You can even bend your knees into it. Get a little more of a stretch and warm up going here. 2 more. All right, and let's cross those arms out. Get the feet moving side to side. Tapping. All right, and let's take this into a side stretch over each side. Just letting it open up a little bit. We'll hold it in a moment to get a good stretch. Get it moving. All right, let's hold on the other side and really stretch over. Should feel it all down here. Good, and switch. Good, all right. Roll those ankles and wrists around, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So our first move is going to be that squat with a walk. We've done this before, so you squat down and you take 2 steps, 1, 2, and then you can either stand, you can stay down, or you can jump, okay? So staying down, add some extra strength, really keep working those quads the whole time. Standing up gives you a little bit of release, and you can squeeze your glutes at the top. And jumping adds that cardio element, okay? So let's start, 45 seconds, ready, go. So we come down low, butts are back, sitting back, not having our knees pushed too far forward. Your arms can do what you'd like. You can swing them up, you can push them back. If you're standing, squeeze your glutes at the top. If you're staying down, hold it, and then keep going. Whichever one you want. We're more than halfway there, keep it up. You wanna stay low here, working the glutes, the outer hips, and the quads. If you're jumping, land low. Let's do 1 more. Nice. Okay, our next move is a deadlift. We're gonna do 22 seconds on one leg, 22 seconds on the other. So You can plant your right foot, balance, and you're gonna lean out. Your hands can go out or down, either way. Woo. It's a good balance and strengthening move. And then you come back, very slow and controlled. So out, keeping your toes pointing down, not opening the hip, okay? So 22 seconds on one leg, then we switch. Ready, set, go. I'm gonna try to keep a flat back here. It's okay if your foot doesn't go very high, but you wanna make sure that you are keeping your legs strong and tight, pushing away out of the foot that's lifting. Push away toward the wall behind you. Good. And have a slight knee bend in this knee. Last one, and let's switch legs. You don't want to lock out your leg, but you want to have slight bend so that you are balanced, working that hamstring. You're getting the back as you're keeping it flat leaning. Last one. Good, and that hamstring especially. Okay, so the next one is a new move. It is a plank walkout. You have a couple of options. So if you want the slightly more basic, but still very hard option, you're gonna start on your knees in a tabletop. And so tabletop, straight line, and then you're gonna walk out as far as you can, hold, and walk back to tabletop. And your toes can be flipped over this way or tucked. Now, the more difficult version, you start in a beast, so your knees just hover over the floor, and then you walk out, straight legs, and come out as far as you can in the plank, hold, and then walk it back to that beast, okay? So this is a new one, and it's very tough. Control yourself and your body, okay? So we have 45 seconds. Let's get started. Ready, set, go. So you walk past the plank. So a lot of shoulder stability and a whole lot of core. Out and back. And if you're on your knees, it looks like this. Out, keeping your butt down when you go out, and back. You're probably shaking already when you're out past that plank, and that's a good thing. Means you're working really hard. So we start in the beast, walk out, bar, squeeze, and come back. Make sure your core is tight, and down. Alrighty, nice. Our next exercise is a, side plank crunch. So again, we'll do 22 seconds one side, 22 seconds the other side. You have plank options. You can do this on your knee. You can step this foot forward to support you. You can do feet up, okay? Actually, you can't step this forward. I'll show you why. And you can do it on your elbow or on your hand. Now, what you're gonna do, whether you're on your knee or your foot, I'll show both, you're going to reach up with your hand and foot, crunch them together, and reach back out. Now, if you're on your foot, it looks like this. Out, crunch in, and reach out. Your foot can hover or come back. Either way, keep that lower hip lifted. 22 seconds on one side, then quickly flip and do the other side. On your marks, side plank, get set, and go. So reach, crunch, reach, keep that hip high, crunch, reach. So you're lifting here, woo, and crunching here. Good. Keep it up. Crunch and extend. One more. Crunch, extend, and flip. Other side. Reach, crunch, and extend. Keep that hip high. Keep that balance. Make yourself long and crunch it. Done. Nice. One more exercise, then we start again. The next one is a reverse crunch. We've done this, but not for a while. So you can do bent knees, you can do straight legs. On your back, you will lift your legs, you crunch in, and either tap down or crunch in, extend out, or you can keep your legs out and come up, straight legs, okay? Now, hands can be under your tailbone, or you can have them on the floor, whichever is best for you, as long as you're not arching your back, okay? We wanna keep those abs tight, pushing down to the floor. So let's get started, 45 seconds, knees up, ready, go. So any option is a good one here, but make sure you are not swinging up. You want to control that, okay? Swinging doesn't really do much here, whee, right? You want to control it up and out. Or if your legs are straight, controlling up and down. Controlling up, left, and down. Great job. Just 10 more seconds. Keep pushing those abs down toward the floor. Push your belly button to the floor. Breathing. Last one. And done. All right, one round down. Let's repeat it. We know the moves now, so we'll have slightly shorter breaks because I won't have to explain them. We're going back to that squat, sidewalk, with a jump, a stand-up, or a hold, okay? 45 seconds. On your marks, get set, go. Squat and walk. When you land, if you're jumping, land in the squat, so you're doing a squat jump. If you want to add some resistance here, you can put a resistance band around your ankles or around, not on the knees, but either above or below the knees is fine. It really adds some good pressure so that you are resisting and working hard to move those legs sideways. This is a great exercise, especially for runners, so that we're working these muscles to fire, and bikers. Last one. Good. So that we are keeping those glutes strong for the running and biking. So on to the deadlifts. Remember, one foot down, we slowly lean and come back up. 22, 22. Ready, set, go. Make sure those toes are pointing down. You have a slight knee in the standing leg. Slight bend if you have the standing leg. Keeping a flat back. Trying to make a T with your body. And switch. Take time to balance. You can reset at the top by putting your foot down or letting it hover to continue with that balance work. Woo! If you fall, and you come right back. It's okay. Good, and done. Okay, back to those plank walkouts. We know this is a toughie, so compose yourself. Get a drink if you need, and get ready. You have your knees or on your feet, either one. You're working really, really hard. So get ready, get set, and go. If you're on your feet, you start in a beast. Knees are not touching the ground, and you walk out as far as you can without slipping or falling, and come back. Squeeze on the way out, squeeze coming back. If you're on your knees, you don't need to hold as long when you come back to your tabletop. If you're on a beast, you can hold this for a second so that you are working that pose too. So that is a strength movement itself. Keep it up. Really squeeze in your long plank And come back in. Last 1 second. Great job. All right, we're on to those side plank crunches. Remember to try to keep flat, not tilting one way or the other. Okay, choose a side. On your marks. Like I said, shorter breaks. Get set and go. So crunch it in, extend it out. Your hand can go up to the sky if you want, or up above your head. Whichever works for your arm. One of my arms is fine. The other one, I can't really reach over my head as well, so that's okay. Good. Last one, and flip. Really crunch it in and extend it out, making sure that lower hip is lifted. Whoop. Feeling the crunch in the obliques. Balancing, almost there. Last one, and done. Nice. Just one more. Reverse crunches. Then we have one whole round left. So reverse crunches, you have the options of bent knees, you have the option of bent knee to extend, or the option of straight legs. Take your choice. On your marks and on your back. Get set and go. There's no need to rush this. It's not a race trying to get in as many as you can. It's actually better to take your time to slow and control the movement. Push that lower back to the floor, the belly button through to your spine, and keep breathing. Try to squeeze at the out, squeeze at the top. Keep it up. Just 2 more. Last one. Great job. Okay, 1 more round, we can do it. Get a quick sip of water. And let's get moving. So, we've got our squats. You can try to keep doing the same one you were doing. You can try to amp it up if you're ready for that. Or if you're a little tired, just go to a lower level of it, but keep moving. Whatever you do, try to keep moving. Ready, set, go. Squat down and move. Remember to sit back in your heels. Don't want the weight in your toes. You want a side view, squat and low, and jump in high. Squat and low, and if you're standing, you're squeezing at the top. Squat and low, squeezing at the top. Or squatting low, holding at the bottom. Any of those options are fine. Doing great, we're almost there, 10 more seconds. Keep it up, last one, and done. Nice. Deadlifts. Take a deep breath. Get ready, and let's go. So repeating these same moves 3 times means that we're really focused on targeting these muscles, and we're working them to fatigue a little bit here. So this round might be a little tougher, it might be a little shaky, and that's okay. Switch sides. So when you get to this tough round, continue to focus on your form. We don't want any injuries, but working here, is that extra level of awesomeness. Last one, great. When you work the muscles when you're tired, you're training them to work when they're tired in your sports, okay? I'll keep talking about it while we get ready into your plank walkout. Ready? Try to keep doing the ones you were doing in the previous rounds. On your marks, get set, and go. So training your body to work while it's fatigued helps you with those endurance events, because It'll take your muscles longer to fatigue the more you work them, and your muscles will have that memory of continuing to work with good form while they're tired. So, reducing the risk of injury there with both of those items. Both the lasting, the taking longer for your muscles to fatigue, and working with tired muscles. Good, almost there, keep it up. Last one, and done. Nice. Okay, we're onto those side planks. You can do it, you're doing great. We're gonna make sure we keep going. 2 more exercises, you got this. So, 45 seconds. Remember, this is an option too, on your knee. Great option, still working very hard. On your marks, get set, go. Squeezing and reaching, squeezing and reaching. Nice, you can also do this on your hand, remember, if you'd like. Keep it up, 1 more, and switch. Keep breathing. Woo! This is my balance. Almost there, great work. Last one. And done. Nice, okay? Last move, those reverse crunches. We can do it. So, on your back. Tuck that belly in. So push it down and tuck those hips. You don't want to be arching, no space. Nice and flat here. On marks, get set, go. When you put your hands under your lower back, it gives you a little bit more support and make sure you're not arching. Okay? If you put your hands down, you can control yourself a little bit, but it's a little bit harder to keep your back flat than when your hands are under your tailbone. Just something to think about. You can try out the different ways. Keep it up. Good, 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice. Okay, give yourself a big stretch here. Just flop your feet out. Big stretch long from your tippy toes to your hands. Stretch both of those in opposite directions. Good. Bring your knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze. Say thank you, body, for being strong and working with me. Okay, let's rock a little side to side. Good. And steady yourself in the middle. Bring your arms out to a T and let your legs fall over to one side. Twist. So whichever your knees are, whichever way, turn your head the opposite direction if you'd like. And let that natural curve in your spine open up that back a little bit more. You don't have to arch, but you definitely don't have to tuck the knees in, or the back in, and the bottom. Good, 1 more breath in. Now use the breath out to contract your stomach and pull the knees back up. Good, and over to the other side, controlled. And then turn your head the other way. You need a little bit more, pull your knees closer up to your shoulder. You need a little less, open them up a little farther. Take 1 more breath in. And as you let it out, pull your abs in to bring your knees up. Now, you can hold on to behind your, on the back of your thighs here, and see if you can rock up. Take a couple of rocks here, back and forth, a little massage for your spine, and then rock all the way up to sitting, or if you want a really big challenge, you can rock to standing all the way up. Okay? If you rocked to sitting, go ahead and get yourself to standing. All right, and let's take a nice quad stretch here. So bend your knee. If you need something to balance, you can do that. Good. And let's switch other leg. You can balance, hand out, hold on to something, hand down, whatever you need. Pull that knee toward the floor and hip forward. Good, one more breath here. Good. Let's roll those wrists and ankles around. Take that arm across. Reach it up and over. We worked it on those planks for sure. And now take the same leg that your arm is up and lean over. Get that side stretch there. Good, and come on back, other arm across. Let your body cool down as you cool it down with these exercises. Up and around, and step behind you, reach. So I'm not yanking my arm sideways, I'm trying to pull it up, okay? When you pull it up, you get a very different stretch in the arm. Good. You can let that hip go too to the side. Last breath in. Good, let it out. If you need more stretching, you can go ahead and stretch a little more, but let's do one big breath together. Breathe it out, breathe it in, let it out. Go team.